He wore a dead man's jacket, then someone asked for it back. Before you ever wear a jacket that belonged to someone else, check the pockets first. Because some things are not empty just because the owner is gone. Daniel found the jacket at a small secondhand market on a rainy evening. It was black, heavy and old-fashioned, the kind of jacket an elderly man might wear in winter. The seller told him it was cheap because no one wanted it. Daniel tried it on. It fit perfectly. That should have been the first warning. Inside the left pocket, he found a folded paper coin. Not real money. Chinese funeral money, the kind burned for the dead. Daniel laughed nervously and threw it away before going home. That night, the rain did not stop. Around midnight, Daniel woke up freezing. He was still wearing the jacket. But the strange thing was, the jacket felt warm on the outside and cold on the inside. Then came a soft knock at his apartment door. 3 times. Not loud, not angry, just patient. Daniel sat up and listened. A weak-old man's voice came from the hallway. "You're wearing my jacket." Daniel's throat went dry. He checked the peephole. No one was there. He stepped back. Then the voice came again. Closer now. "Please give it back. I am cold." Daniel pulled the jacket off and threw it onto a chair. The moment it landed, something fell from the pocket. Another piece of funeral money. But this one had writing on it. A name, a date, and below it 4 words. Return before sunrise. Daniel did not sleep after that. The knocking continued every hour. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, each time the voice sounded weaker, and each time the apartment became colder. At dawn, Daniel grabbed the jacket and ran back to the market. But the stall was gone. Only an old woman was sweeping rainwater from the street. When Daniel described the seller, her face changed. She said, "That man died last winter." Daniel held up the jacket. The old woman stepped back immediately. "That was buried with him," she whispered. Then she pointed toward a cemetery beyond the road. Daniel walked there alone. At the newest grave, he saw the same name from the funeral money. With shaking hands, he placed the jacket beside the stone. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the sleeves moved slightly, as if someone unseen had put them on. A voice whispered from behind him, "Thank you." Daniel ran without turning around. When he got home, his apartment was warm again. But on his chair sat one final piece of funeral money. On it were the words, "You wore it well. So remember this old warning. Never take clothing from the dead. Because sometimes the dead come back for what still belongs to them." Subscribe for more ancient warnings from Chinese folklore before the next one finds you.